So this is the first time that you've ever seen this painting.
Okay.
Let's hear your reaction.
What's up, guys? How are you guys doing? My name is dcvitela, and today I'm going to walk you through the process of making this painting. But first, I'm going to go grab some coffee. I'll see you guys in a bit. I got a message from a friend of mine who was asking if she could commission me to make a painting for her. She is in the midst of moving, and she wanted a painting that had a little bit of El Paso, something where she could look at the painting fondly and think of El Paso. Because she wasn't completely sure what she wanted for a painting, I asked her to send me a list of things that she likes, things that she would maybe want in a painting, and from there make an illustration out of it. So this list included tea, Corgis, plants, technology, video games, and music. Knowing what I know about her, knowing the type of art that she likes, I made a quick sketch, kind of liked it, then made another sketch, liked it more, then made another sketch, and that's the one that I really, really liked. And then from there, I made the final sketch. So the illustration is it's her playing video games with a Corgi next to her, her freaking out over what's happening on the television. We get a comic book style of panel showing us what's happening on the television. So when I put this together in the final sketch, I realized that there was the space that was empty, just dead space. It was essentially the part of the painting that's showing El Paso, but it was just the mountain with the star and then a bunch of clouds, and that seemed a little empty. With that in mind, I decided to add an extra fight. The first one being her versus the TV with the Corgi on her side. The second one being what is happening on the TV with the Mario Bros reference. And the third fight being what's outside, which is two robots going at it. And from there I got to working on a watercolor. I put tape around the margins for two reasons. First, you don't want the paper to bend, and also to keep it clean, keep it nice. Oftentimes when you paint all the way to the edge of the paper, it kind of looks messy. So after the tape, did the pencil sketch, making minor changes, adding things. I added cookies, I added a ukulele, added some books, added a picture frame, just little things here and there that would enhance the painting. My favorite method of inking is using dip pens. But with watercolor paper, especially with the texture of this specific watercolor paper, dip pens aren't that great. They get caught in the paper. Typically I would use a brush, but I don't currently have an inking brush. Instead, I used brush pens. So I used the black for the main drawing, which is the girl with the Corgi and the television. Every time something was supposed to be further back to the central character, the central image, I would use a shade lighter. After the inking, I went over with the watercolor. The thing about watercolor is that once it dries, it's not as dark, it's not as rich. So I did this painting in a few different days. That way, after every day, I could go and I could add another layer of paint and then bring up the colors and make it richer and richer. Once it got to the final stage when I was pretty much happy, then I grabbed white gel pen and I added highlights, and then from then inked a little bit more just to bring out the image.
So this is the first time that you've ever seen this painting.
Okay.
Let's hear your reaction.
Okay. Oh my god! This looks so cool. This is gonna be so awesome to have on my wall. Like, really, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You know what's really funny is I've actually like
I really hope I laugh.
the last video game that I played was Mario.
It wasn't that funny. Was it really? I think it's more intriguing. It's more
That's what I meant.
This is something that is really, really fun about commission work, and that is that you get asked to make something that is in your voice, typically, because that's how people know you, and that's why people would want to commission you, because they want something in your style. But you're asked to make something that you otherwise wouldn't have made. With this client in particular, I wasn't 100% sure how to draw Corgis. It might show, it might not, I don't know. I looked at the illustrations that I know that she's into and try to emulate some of it and throw it into my voice. And every time you step out of your comfort zone, it makes you a better artist. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you like the video, please share it. Show it to your friends, show it to your family, show it to your loved ones. If you make a drawing in this style, tag me. Share it with me. All my links are in the description below. All my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebooks, my everything. I'm active in most of those things. So feel free to tag me in anything and I will do my best to get back. Thank you. That's a wrap.